Hello everyone, welcome for another project. So in our house we really wanted a guest bed. The Murphy style fold-out bed suited us best, and this is the video where I will show you how I made what I designed. We also wanted a desk included. Now I didn't like any of the designs that I could previously find where the desk would always be permanently there. I wanted everything to be able to fold away. So I came up with some ideas, made some designs. This design software, I think it was Shaper 3D that I used on the iPad, and then I started drawing out a few ideas. Now for the design that I used, I bought this hinge kit online that helped me to get a good hinge position. I then mocked up where the hinge position would be, as the height and the distance from the wall has an effect on the height of the final bed. Now the hinge kit and the bed frame are the only things I really bought. For the rest I just bought plywood, made these two identical furnitures on each side, and then connected it all together. And I made 4 of these identical cabinets for on top. And here I'm putting the hinges in the position and checking out if all measurements are correct. Now here the hinge is in its final position. I'm just making a quick test if all works as planned. Here you basically see how the folding mechanism will work. And then I attached the side of the bed frame to check if all the measurements were correct. Now how the bed would fold was exactly the way that I had it planned. So I continued with building the bed box. I used a metal bed frame for that to make it nice and strong and to add some comfort. And this is how the bed bolt would go through into the side cabinet. And of course then a test of how the bed would actually fold down, and everything worked as planned. Very nice. Now as mentioned before, we really wanted a desk that could fold away. This is the design that I come up with. Basically it folds down and it is suspended by steel cable and then an elastic band that tightens the cable. Now the desk folded down and up, very nice, so that design would definitely work. Then it was time to work on the legs of the bed. I wanted them to be completely concealed and hidden away, so I first made a cardboard mock-up of what the legs would look like. So the legs, I made them of this steel tube, which I cut, welded together, and afterwards I spray painted it all black. And also the doorknobs, I painted them black as well. Now this is the setup I used to make sure that all my decorative molding for the doors would be cut at the exact same length. And after a good bit of cutting, we had all the door moldings cut to length, and then I glued them on to the door fronts. Okay, so this is starting to look really good. It was then time to work on the lighting of the cabinets. I used these wire connectors here. They're super handy. Basically what you do, you put the 2 wires in, you heat it up, the tin inside melts, which makes a good solid and permanent connection, and there's then a plastic layer on the outside which heat shrinks around the cable. So it's an all-in-one solution, super quick, super efficient, and a good connection. And these are the light strip and the light strip holders that I used. I used a continuous light strip to avoid having any of the individual LEDs visible. Then it was time for a quick test of the lights. They worked as planned. I made a dimmer switch as well, so I can increase or decrease the intensity as needed. Now the furniture started to look really good. Then there was a lot of sanding and painting to be done. Here I'm taping off and then painting the desk. As you can see behind the desk, I put 2 big whiteboards. They're magnetic as well, so you've got these little magnets that you can stick papers to it, or you can just draw on it as a normal whiteboard. And this is the final result, what the furniture looked like when I was finished with it. Now here a video of how to open the bed. For a nice clean look, I incorporated the locking system of the Murphey bed into the doorknobs of the fake doors. And the legs of the bed are connected together so that you can open them at once, but also so that you can fold over the bed cover so they don't fall down when you put the bed up. Here you see the room with the bed in the open position. Now closing the bed is basically the reverse as opening the bed, and once again you can fold the bed covers or whatever you have on top over the bar of the legs of the bed so that they don't fall down when you close the bed. Here you see a few details of what the bed looks like in the open position and how it closes up. Now with the bed in the up position, you can hardly tell that there's a bed at all. It folds up really nice and it basically looks like a bookshelf with cupboards. Now the outer knobs, I use them to lock and unlock the bed, and the inner knobs, I use them to unlock the desk, which you then can fold down. And in the right inner knob, I incorporated a light switch, so you could switch the light on and off by turning the knob. Also on the right side, you see the locking pin coming down to lock the desk in place when it's folded up. Here you see the locking mechanism from the inside, where if you turn the outer knob, this locking pin will come up and lock the bed. Now the outer pair of lower cabinets are real, so that's where you can store stuff. Obviously all the doors on the actually folding part of the bed are fake. Now once again here the final result with the bed in the folded down position. It really turned out very nicely. It gave us a lot of storage space, it gave us a guest bed, it gave us a desk for the kids to study on. So overall we're super happy. Now if you like this video, we appreciate a like. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time for another project.